It's Madden NFL 24. And coming up, we'll see David Montgomery. He was unstoppable a week ago. A mountain of yards and a pair of touchdowns. It's the Lions and the Hawks. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So the Seahawks ready to take over on offense, and it is a first-time Pro Bowler who leads them out, Charles, in his 11th year now, Geno Smith.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
A man who played collegiately over at East Lansing, it's Kenneth Walker III. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 18 carries, 65 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
To throw on second down is Smith. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We take a peek at the list of inactives for this week's game. And gosh, this early in the season, Charles, injuries are already accumulating for this squad.
You got to wonder in this organization, they just saying to themselves, well, hopefully we're just getting them out of the way early so we can make a late season push when we have everyone back. It certainly feels that way with the number of injuries they've had already.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On first down, it's Smith. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Well, the Lions offense getting ready to go to work here, and under center, a man whose career has been rejuvenated a bit as of late. In season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
Rumors of Goff's demise? Greatly exaggerated, it seems. Boy, what a big year he had last year. 29 touchdowns and led the Lions to their first winning season since 2017. Under his leadership, the Lions expect to make the playoffs for the first time in a few seasons.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They enter play here, number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator. Stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
From the 50, it's Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And they will... down it at the 13-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Here's Smith now on second down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And that's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that in the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Walker with a grab, left side. They do get a yard.
Big difference in the ball game. Their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Well, a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this. What worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Great pickup by Walker. Was the second back off the board in the 2022 draft. But he was first among rookies in carries, yards, and touchdowns, and was Rookie of the Year runner-up.
Back to Walker on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
So that completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allowed a completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him. Because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon.
3rd and 2, Smith. And that is incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. There was no answer for him defensively. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns to boot.
And that was a fun film to watch because a few of those runs, it was apparent he was just not going to be denied. And his team is hoping that carries over to this week as well.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. 3rd down here.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They've been pretty solid against.
Why would I hold up my progression when my scope like Richard Branson since the
Welcome back to all of those watching inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. It's Lion football as we jump right into the action in the first quarter of play. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. To throw is gone. Welcome back to all of those watching inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. It's Lion football as we jump right into the action in the first quarter of play. Throwing on 3rd, Goff.
Hey, used to have a silver tooth and I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers.
Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's Lion football as we jump right into the action in the first quarter of play. Back to throw, Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. The Lions at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win.
Welcome back to all of those watching inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. It's Lion football as we jump right into the action in the first quarter of play. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Lions are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one. He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Montgomery will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week, and it's pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Back to throw, Smith. That's to the rookie, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
Smith-Njigba showing there that he is exactly what the Seahawks offense needed. A guy who complements what they already have and some productive receivers outside, and he can rack up catches in their system.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now Gino. And that will be incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Gino is going to get this complete to Walker. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And, boy, here's a sight you don't want to see. Ken Walker injured on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down. Again, Smith.
Timed well, incomplete.
To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Myers connects on. Finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. David Montgomery and the Lions about set to begin this next series. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Now this throw caught left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a 1st down.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a supply and hasn't given it much space. A loss results there.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief in, hey, we're going to get it done.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for third down.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now they send a running back in motion right.
We're good.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have regained the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And Lockett with a grab over the middle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Geno now to throw.
That is caught.
And running with power here. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Jackson Smith and Jigba
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 17-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
That one let go deep for Laporta. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now, meanwhile, a pass.
Yeah. Run that back, Turbo.